In a stunning development that has left the public reeling, the FBI reportedly discovered a hidden tunnel system beneath rapper Diddy's Los Angeles mansion, a revelation that reawakens decades-old rumors of secret passageways linking Hollywood's elite. According to reports, agents uncovered the tunnel, hidden beneath the carpet in Diddy's master bedroom, after receiving an anonymous tip. The tunnel, described as freshly dug with damp walls and scattered debris, allegedly extended into a larger underground structure featuring 6 locked rooms and multiple branching intersections. The most shocking claim is that one of these tunnels connects to the infamous Playboy Mansion, originally constructed in the 1970s, and potentially links to other celebrity homes in the Holmby Hills area. During the March 2024 raid, Diddy's son Christian was found inside one of the tunnels, raising further suspicions about what exactly occurred beneath the estate. Reports indicate that Christian recently revealed details about what happened underground, including that Diddy would invite him to secret events known as freak-offs, suggesting the tunnel system may have been used to host disturbing gatherings far from the public eye. Surveillance footage released by Misa Hilton, mother of Justin Combs, shows Homeland Security agents arriving at Diddy's $40 million LA mansion with armored vehicles and weapons drawn. One clip captures agents redirecting a security camera to obscure its view, while another shows Christian and Justin being handcuffed and detained. The footage, which has gone viral, ends with a third unidentified man being dragged out of the residence. Hilton criticized the operation as excessively militarized, stating that if her sons were not black, they wouldn't have been treated with such aggression. This incident has reignited public interest in the long-standing theory about tunnels connecting Diddy's mansion to the Playboy Mansion, a theory dating back to sketches from the 1980s that showed plans to build subterranean routes for celebrities like Jack Nicholson, Warren Beatty, and Michael Jackson to attend private parties without public scrutiny. Although some staff have claimed these tunnels were sealed in 1989, the discovery of an active, multi-chamber network calls that into question. While no definitive link has been confirmed, the layout of Diddy's estate, including a pool with an underwater tunnel leading to a secluded grotto, adds weight to the idea that something more elaborate may have been constructed. Furthermore, leaked reports suggest that Diddy may have used similar tunnels at his Miami property to evade arrest in March 2024. Months before he was ultimately taken into custody in September. Despite this, the mainstream media has largely dismissed the allegations, labeling them as baseless conspiracy theories. Critics argue that authorities are hesitant to pursue the truth, potentially due to the power and influence of those involved. As investigators remain tight-lipped, online communities and independent sleuths continue to piece together what may be the framework of a much larger and darker operation. While official channels stall, the digital age has empowered the public to ask hard questions and demand accountability. Whether or not these tunnels were built for illicit activity, the presence of hidden underground architecture at the center of a federal investigation suggests there is far more beneath the surface of Diddy's empire than previously imagined. As more layers are peeled back in the unfolding Diddy saga, what's emerging is a chilling blend of power, secrecy, and deeply disturbing allegations, some of which go far beyond what even seasoned industry insiders could have anticipated. One of the more widely discussed theories during the federal raids was that Diddy had already prepared escape routes, particularly at his Miami property, which allegedly allowed him easy access to the Bahamas by boat. While the authorities continue to deny or dismiss connections, many observers argue that it's not about whether the truth can be found, it's about whether those in power genuinely want it uncovered, especially when protecting the powerful becomes a higher priority than seeking justice. The whispers grew louder when claims surfaced about Diddy's Los Angeles estate, where it's believed he might have had a backup escape system, one that ties into a much darker narrative. Sources say that beneath this mansion lies an underground complex, not just tunnels, but what has been described as an entire hidden estate, complete with tennis courts, marble halls, indoor pools, and even a subterranean ballroom. Ally Carter, a figure familiar with the darker corners of Hollywood, had previously referenced this hidden ballroom, which allegedly sits 5 floors below the surface. The very thought of being that deep underground with no signal, no exit, and no help is terrifying in itself, but the idea that it was used to host freak-off parties raises the stakes to a dystopian level. According to reports from 2024, both Diddy's Miami and LA homes were raided by Homeland Security. His LA mansion is in Holmby Hills, ironically, the same neighborhood as the Playboy Mansion. While authorities claim there is no known tunnel connecting the two, rumors of underground pathways dating back to the 1970s continue to persist. Sketches once showed plans for tunnels used by high-profile names like Jack Nicholson and Michael Jackson to discreetly attend parties. Though staff members insist those passages were sealed off in the late 1980s, many question whether some have quietly remained active. Meanwhile, video evidence of Christian Combs, Diddy's son, attending a freak-off inside one of these tunnels has reportedly been submitted as part of Lil Rod's ongoing lawsuit. And just like his father, Christian is now facing serious allegations of his own. A 26-year-old flight attendant named Grace Omari claims she was drugged and sexually assaulted by Christian at a 2022 yacht party. She describes how he pressured her into drinking, groped her body without consent, and later cornered her in the yacht's cinema room. When she tried to get away, he allegedly blocked her path, removed his clothes, and attempted to force her into a sexual act. Omari says she managed to resist him until someone entered and interrupted the incident. But the alleged pattern of control doesn't stop there. Freddie P., a former artist close to Diddy, revealed disturbing details about Diddy's long-standing and unsettling relationship with his adopted son Quincy. Freddie said that from an early age, Diddy kept Quincy unusually close, raising suspicions that this wasn't about parental affection, but rather about grooming and keeping someone who might hold damaging secrets under tight control. He questioned why a grown man would isolate a child who wasn't even biologically his, cut off ties with the child's real father, and ensure Quincy had everything he wanted, unless it was to secure silence and loyalty. The unspoken implication is that if Quincy wasn't Diddy's real son, and if Diddy truly had the character that many are now accusing him of, then it would have made it easier for him to cross boundaries without feeling the weight of family ties. Freddie's commentary was blunt and heartbreaking. You kept him close 'cause he might got your secrets. He's not your child. That's why you could do whatever you wanted once he got to a certain age. As more voices come forward and the walls around Diddy's empire start to tremble, the question is no longer whether these claims are true, it's whether anyone in power will ever be willing to act on them, regardless of who gets exposed in the process. In a trial filled with explosive revelations, what's emerging is more than just celebrity drama. It's a disturbing portrait of power, manipulation, and alleged boundaries crossed within Diddy's inner circle. One resurfaced clip from 2022 shows Diddy and his mother sharing an unnervingly intimate moment. He calls her gorgeous, jokes about taking her to a strip club, and even plants a kiss on her lips, all while promoting a dating show concept involving her. This encounter reignited concerns about his behavior and boundaries with close family. Court documents further allege that Diddy involved his son Justin in organizing notorious freak-off events. Justin reportedly helped recruit former employees and even tipped off Diddy that Cassie was about to release video evidence of assault. Court testimonies recount a terrifying night on September 12, 2022. Outside Diddy's Chalice Studios, gunshots rang out, his son's friend G was found gravely injured, and both Diddy and Justin supposedly fled the scene. Prosecutors allege Diddy then ordered witnesses to lie and frame the incident as a drive-by shooting. If that wasn't enough, Christian King Combs now faces his own civil suit. A crew member, Grace Omari, alleges that during a 2022 yacht party, Christian, presumably under Diddy's influence, drugged and assaulted her. Omari describes a harrowing encounter, pressured into drinking, groped without consent, cornered in a cinema room, and only letting go when someone else intervened. Meanwhile, disturbing claims about grooming have surfaced. Freddie P., an artist formerly signed to Diddy, alleges that Diddy groomed his adopted son Quincy from a young age, raising chilling questions about what kind of relationship Diddy maintained with a child who wasn't biologically his. Freddie suggests isolation, favoritism, and emotional manipulation were at play, saying, "You kept him close 'cause he might have your secrets. If it wasn't your child, you could cross those lines." It's a damning accusation that casts a dark shadow over Diddy's paternal image. On another front, an intellectual property dispute has erupted over a memoir of Kim Porter, Diddy's late partner and the mother of Quincy and Christian. A writer claims to own rights to a manuscript, prompting Diddy's sons to file cease and desist orders and demand full accounting of profits, though they neither confirm nor deny the memoir's existence. Meanwhile, Mia, Diddy's former assistant, delivered heart-wrenching courtroom testimony about what went on behind closed doors, a toxic environment rife with psychological coercion, abuse, and sexual violence. She tearfully described Diddy allegedly raping her repeatedly and controlling every aspect of staff life through fear. Her testimony reportedly had the jury in tears. Against this backdrop, the legal drama has intensified. Diddy narrowly avoided being removed from his own trial after the judge accused him of jury interference, noting instances where he made eye contact with jurors and nodded during testimony. He was initially warned and is now on probation. Further disruptions could lead to him being expelled from the courtroom, a move that would undermine his right to face his accusers. At the same time, juror number 6 has come under scrutiny for giving conflicting accounts about his residence and family, leading to debates over potential jury tampering. The defense argues he's vital for maintaining racial diversity on the panel, while prosecutors question his integrity. Diddy's team has made multiple mistrial motions, citing perjury, prosecutorial misconduct, and misleading testimony, most recently over a claim that Diddy dangled a woman from a balcony in 2016, which they say they can disprove with travel records. What's playing out now isn't just a celebrity trial, it's the collapse of an empire built on secrecy, power, and calculated protection. And as each new allegation surfaces, the public grapples with a sobering question: can justice, accountability, and truth truly be achieved in a system intertwined with influence, money, and fame? Throughout the proceedings, Diddy has been active in the courtroom, passing notes to his defense team, reacting to witnesses, and even nodding. But today the judge drew a firm line when Diddy appeared to engage with jurors directly. Such behavior falls under jury interference rules and risks the most severe penalty, removal from the courtroom, which would strip him of his constitutional right to face his accusers. Meanwhile, scrutiny has turned to Juror 6, whose conflicting statements about his residence, alternating between New Jersey and the Bronx, raised concerns about possible hidden motives. The judge stressed that honesty is non-negotiable and began exploring whether the jurors should be removed. Diddy's lawyers resisted, citing the jurors' importance in maintaining racial balance on the panel, while prosecutors argue that the inconsistencies suggest a potential agenda. Adding to the complexity, Diddy's defense has pursued multiple mistrial motions, now at least 3. Most recently, they challenged the credibility of a witness who claimed Diddy dangled a woman off a balcony in 2016. Prosecutors countered that travel records placed Diddy in New York at the time, accusing the witness of perjury. The defense's strategy is clear: establish prosecutorial misconduct or fraudulent testimony to justify a mistrial and possibly escape conviction. The judge, however, appears poised to deny the mistrial request. Legal analysts expect them to reaffirm that witness credibility is for the jury, not the court, to weigh. This aligns with precedent seen in court's refusal to grant a mistrial when prosecutors mentioned the destruction of fingerprint evidence from Kid Cudi's 2012 car arson. As ABC News reports, the judge reaffirmed that credibility issues should be decided by the jury, not used as grounds to halt the trial while the trial continues. These courtroom battles over juror integrity, alleged jury manipulation, and admissibility of testimony has transformed the case into much more than a simple celebrity scandal. It's now a test of whether influential individuals can leverage money or manipulation to escape accountability, and whether our legal system can withstand such pressure.